Hi, I'm Cheryl from the Grand Rapids Center for Mindfulness, and I'm just here to talk with you a little bit about the upcoming Mindful Parenting class. We have a taster class that will allow you to just experience to see if you might like taking a class like this. I have had 37 years of teaching, working with families, kids, and parents. I have taught youth mindfulness for quite a few years. I am a parent, although I wasn't a mindful parent at the time, and now I'm a grandparent. So I have come full circle of a wealth of life experience, much of which was learned through mistake or trial and error. What I love about mindfulness is it teaches us to be kind to ourselves and patient as we go through this grand experiment of parenting. So, why would you want to take it? What could be a possible reason? Well, let me give you a few scenarios. Do you find that you fly off the handle and get triggered easily? Most of us do. Do you find that you struggle for emotional regulation? Most of us do. We get very reactionary. Do you find that you feel depleted and you're just dragging through your day, filled with negative thoughts of how am I going to do this? Most of us do. All of those things are common traits that all parents share. Yet there is much science and research behind how mindfulness can help us as parents. So we take mindfulness, the idea that we can train our brain to be patient and kind as we observe what is really there, not what we wish was there. And so much of our stress is involved about how we want it to be, rather than accepting how it really is. So we learn to see our children through fresh eyes, to see them as they really are. We develop our capability to be more present and to give full attention, not the multitasking autopilot. As I said, we try to learn to accept things as they are in the present moment, working with what is, accepting, not struggling against it. And also beginning to notice what is triggering me? What is it that sets me off? How do I become reactive? And notice those behaviors and then take steps to calm yourself. So in this class, you'll see that you will be training personally. You'll also be training as a parent. You'll learn skills and be given tools that will help you navigate through this journey of mindful parenting. We'll also learn about the brain and how our brain is impacted by the practice of mindfulness in a very, very positive way. This class is 3 weeks long. It is 2 hours for each class. We have a lively community that we form of deep sharing of our own struggles, our own wisdom that we develop along the way. As we continue on with the class, it's made up of 3 major ideas each week. The first one being, what is mindfulness? How can we practice it? So we get those tools first and those skills. The second week is developing our values or revisiting our family values and noticing if they align with our parenting practices. And then the third week is learning about emotional regulation. So each week is packed full of ideas and skills and practices and discussion that you can take as a parent. And then if you choose, there's home practice, choosing something that you would like to practice and target that 1 week, however small it might be. An example of a parenting practice is called a do-over or rupture and repair, where we give and we teach the idea that we all make mistakes, but we can learn from them. Our mistakes are not us. It's just a mistake. And that's where the patience and the kindness comes in as we learn to give ourselves the same kind of grace that we might be giving others and our children. So there's a lot of tenderness and self-compassion involved in this class as well. And I wanted to just share with you before we close today some of the influencers for this class, Dan Siegel being one of them, No Drama Discipline. Any one of his books are wonderful. Another one that has influenced me quite a bit is Kim John Payne. He doesn't necessarily talk about mindfulness, but his philosophies fit in. And my favorite book is Self-Compassion for Parents. When I read this book, it aligned so much with the beliefs that I have as a parent. I was so excited to see that. So again, you have the choice of being able to register for a live event if time permits for you, or you can go with the self-guided. And I'd just like to close this with a quote from Jon Kabat-Zinn. When you have children, you realize how easy it is to not see them fully and perhaps miss all those early years. If you are not careful, if you can be too absorbed in work, and they will only be too happy to tell you about it later. Being a parent is one of the greatest mindfulness practices of all. So I wish you all much grace. I hope that you will come to the taster class and then go ahead and register for the 3-week series. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.